So update, I didn't read anything yesterday, but I did do some planning for my December vlogs, and then just like thinking of like some ideas that I could do for October and November. I haven't come up with anything yet, but I'm just like trying to brainstorm some stuff, and then I have a really cool idea I want to try, but I have to put some more effort into it. I created a wish list on Amazon of a bunch of like Christmas themed books for what I'm planning for December, so I'm really excited for that. I also made a list of like all the Christmas movies I want to watch in December. Like I'm prepared for this. I'm ready. I felt like last year nobody was really ready and it just didn't feel very Christmassy. But this year we're going all out, I hope. A lot could change in the next 3 months, but we're going for it. So today's book that I'm recommending on like my other book social media pages is my Kids Ministry That Nourishes book. The link will always be down below in the description box. But I'm trying to share my affiliate links on all my social media, because affiliate marketing, first of all, is something that you have to have engagement with for a certain period of time or your account will get discontinued, and I really don't want that to happen. So I'm going to share a bunch of these. That's my recommended book for today. And then I'm going to do my reading and my devotionals. Today I am starting the Book of Esther. Here's the bookmark. This may or may not excite you, but it excites me because at the end of it, I am totally going to watch the VeggieTales Esther, and I loved that one when I was a kid, so I am extra excited. Obviously to read the actual book, but to watch that, I can't wait. This is a really weird angle. I'll read chapter 1 of that. I'm not reading it backwards this time. And then I'll read my Proverbs and my Rewriting Your Broken Story and my Fixing My Eyes on Jesus. And then I need to read 2 entries of the essay book that's on my TBR. I need to read some more of I Am Malala if I can. And of course, our priority, the Brothers Karamazov. So I'm going to get into this and try to get as much done as I can. Okay, so I have been doing reading sprints and reading along with them. The last few chapters that I read in here, which I only read 2, but they were kind of, I don't know, I just wasn't very attentive to them. So I don't want to necessarily say that they were boring, it's just not a lot happening. I feel like there's a lot of buildup going on for what's going to happen still at page 370, is it that I'm on? Yeah. On page 370, I have been enjoying it. I guess I don't know, I wasn't very focused for the last 2 chapters. I've just been like, ugh. But I've heard that after book 5, it's like you can't put it down. So I just got to book 6, hopefully we're gonna have a really great time with this for the remainder of this really long book. And I'm thinking in order to rate it, I'm probably gonna have to put it like through the Compile rating system or something like that, because I don't know that I can rate it fairly. But we'll see. It's way too early to talk about that. But anyway, just thinking ahead. Rotated and read one chapter in I Am Malala. And that is how things are going. It's about 7:30 now, I think. No, it's 8 o'clock. Okay. Getting really late there. So I'm about to start another reading sprint video, and hopefully we'll make some good progress in this book that I am too tired to say the title of. While I was at my grandma's today, I was sorting through the books that are there that I have not read and putting them in different piles according to when I want to read them. So in December, I have some fun plans that may include reading books that I have been given for Christmases past. And I'll leave it at that. So I sorted those into a pile. I also made a huge stack of all the books that I've been given for anything other than Christmas. I have an idea of like reading books that I've already been given in November and December so that I can see what I like, what I don't like, what I can get rid of, what I can keep, all before Christmas. That is my plan. Then I made a stack of books that I got for school. And that's a pretty big stack because there are, I'm not talking like textbooks, but there are always like those supplemental books that you get in college that like go along with your course, but you don't actually have to read. But I got all those books, and some of them I started to read, some of them I might have read. I don't remember, and I need to go through and see which ones I want to keep and which ones I can get rid of. So I made a whole stack of those. But anyway, so there are those, and then I made a stack of like, well, I also made a stack of books that I've gotten for like church small groups that I may or may not have finished. I haven't finished any of them. And I always like small groups that's like based on discussion, and which is weird because I love a good like book buddy read talking about books. But when it comes to small group, I just prefer to like discuss things and not talk about books. I don't know, can't explain it, but I feel like if I have to read a certain book, that's when it becomes a problem. Like if I choose to partake in a buddy read, like obviously I want to read that, but I don't know. Anyway, I'm just rambling now. I need to finish those books. So I made a stack of those, and my other huge stack was all the devotional / Christian living books that I have. A pretty big stack. So I need to go through those too. I used to have all my books separated into like alphabetical order and books that I had never started before and books that I had started before so that I could read those first. That wasn't working for me, so I just organized it into those different categories and then ordered them by size. So now I have much more organized stacks of books, and I am so much happier with it. Like, I liked the alphabetical, but now I know if I'm looking for a book someone gave me, it's in a particular pile. If I'm looking for a devotional, it's in that pile. Like, it's just easier. I don't know where I was going with this. Oh yeah, so I was just like planning ideas for the next few months. I'm thinking in October, possibly. I don't like spooky books, but I am very spooked by intimidating books. And I'm thinking of reading the school books that intimidate me in October and just like creating my TBR from that. Like literally every TBR prompt that I get has to be from that stack of books because it's a big stack. And that would just be a very interesting month. I don't know. We'll see if I do that, but I thought about it. And in November, I'm thinking of reading books that I've been given, and then December I have something planned. that will include reading books that I've been given for Christmas, but not necessarily only include reading books I've been given for Christmas. That's where we're kind of going with the rest of the year, and I'm excited for it. Hey guys, just an update. I have been sick with a cold for a while, so I haven't really been doing a ton of vlogging and showing my face. But I'm starting to feel better, still not quite the greatest, but I just wanted to update you and let you know that's what's been going on. So much for a video every day in September, but that's okay. I'll get back to it pretty soon. And then the other thing is I've been catching up. I'm still like 6 months behind on my Watch Later on BookTube, my BookTube channel. So I'm finally down to 511 videos in my Watch Later. I'm working on it. So if I've told you I was gonna watch your video like months and months ago, yeah, I'm still getting to it. I pretty much spent today doing that and designing some new products for Society6, and that's what I've been doing instead of reading, which is not great, but it was good. So hopefully we'll get back to reading tomorrow. I thought about trying to do like a 24-hour readathon because I'm unexpectedly at home alone tonight, but since I'm still not feeling great, I'm gonna go eat some watermelon. And then I'm gonna go to sleep / back to watching more of my Watch Later. Hey guys, it's the afternoon. I've just been chilling and trying to read as much as possible, and I have some great news. So I finally finished Rewriting Your Broken Story, and I gave it 5 stars because this book is so good. And then when I was going back through the entire book and writing down all the quotes that I loved the best and putting them in my journal, it was really good all over again. So definitely 5 stars. I recommend you check this out, and the link will be in the description. I've also been doing my devotionals for the day, and I think How Did I Get Here is going to be the next one that I pick up for daily devotional, before I pick up the 40 Days for Life devotional. There are 195 pages, and including the introduction and conclusion, that would be 11 chapters. I think what I'll do is maybe read a chapter a day for the next few days, and then when the 40 Days for Life devotional starts, that'll be my devotional, and then I'll just finish this as I can as part of my TBR. So that is the plan for this. I just love how tiny this book feels. It just feels so nice. Who knows, I may end up reading more of this, but I haven't started it yet, but that's the next one. I was in the middle of a reading sprint when I took a break to eat. So now I'm going to read something that's not on my TBR, but is part of my bingo game. And that is Revolutionary Women. What's it called? From Colonists to Suffragists. And this is going to fulfill my prompt for shortest book on my TBR. It is indeed my smallest and shortest book, so I'm just going to read through this and hopefully be able to mark it off over the course of the rest of this reading sprint. So I'm not yet done with this. I did 25 pages in about 15 minutes on the last sprint, and I'm about to probably get through the rest of this during this sprint. But I wanted to ask you guys, what is the shortest book that you have on your TBR? Go ahead and comment it and tell me like how many pages it is or whatever. This is my shortest, and it is, I forget how many pages, is 63 pages, and I love also the end pages, and there's this quote at the end, so it's really cute. I love this, and it just gives you like a quick snippet of information about famous American women. I highly recommend this cute little book. I don't know how much it was. The label says $6, but it is linked in Amazon, so it might be a different price on there. But anyway, I'm gonna get back to reading this. Is to do some serious reading in this and also try to finish Malala or something today, because I need to get on with Bookathon and Magical Readathon, and I just want to read another book, you know? I already have my Magical Readathon book picked out, but I need to move on with Bookathon because September is almost over. It's the 19th and I've gotten to play once, so I do have a few extra days on this because the Anna Karenina first introduction live show isn't till October 7th, so I don't feel like I have to like finish this by September 30th, but I still am aiming to do so. I need to move on. I'm enjoying this, obviously. I want to know what happens. I want to keep reading, but I need to be able to read the other books that I have too, so I'm torn what I'm gonna do today. And I also hate that my hair looks awful and it makes me not want to film, to be honest. But I'm just gonna get into some reading and reading along with reading sprints, so maybe I'll check in with you guys. Just a little update. I did quite a bit of reading in here. I got to part 4 and now I am taking a break because I've been focusing on this pretty well all month and it is my priority, and I am still requiring myself to read 5 chapters a day, and I am just about to page 700. So I am taking a break because I want to finish my first Bookathon and Magical Readathon prompt book, so I can play Bookathon more than once in the month of September, and because I need to get at least another book read for the Magical Readathon for this month. So we need to get a move on with those prompts, and for that reason I am now shifting my focus to I Am Malala probably for the rest of the day. I only have 8 chapters left, like not that much, and there are pictures also, which I'm looking forward to, because I love pictures in books. I love books that are like memoirs and have pictures about the story, basically. Anyway, that's what I'm focusing on. Waiting on this reading sprint to get started. It's in my playlist, and I'll be reading this. Also, can we fully appreciate, I don't know if I shared this, but hold on, hair in my mouth. The other night, I was watching Jeopardy, and the final Jeopardy question was about this book. Well, not really about the book, about her. I got the question right because I read this, and I'm really excited about it, and I want to continue reading. So I'm gonna stop rambling and get on with that. It is 11 o'clock, and I officially have finished I Am Malala. I gave it 4 stars because some of the parts did not keep my attention, but otherwise it is a very good book. I enjoyed learning about her experience and cultural background and just kind of like the way that she explained things. And of course her story is very inspiring to me and to many other people around the world. So I enjoyed it, and I am so excited finally to, well, I put my stickers on my book bingo for finishing 3 books and also for participating in a readathon, because I've officially finished Bookopoly-thon and Magical Readathon first prompt. So now I get to do another Bookopoly-thon roll and get started on my next book for the Magical Readathon. Make sure it's playing. Okay. So continuing where we were on TBR Vet. Dang it. So, first things first, we got a double, which means that I not only have to choose a book from this board, I have to go on the digital board that is actually the 2021 Bookopoly-thon board and choose a book from that as well. So this is going to be very interesting. I've gone from having 1 book for Bookopoly-thon and Magical Readathon, and now I am potentially going to have 3. So, how fun. Alright, let's go ahead and go over to dark cover. So the only thing that I cannot choose is a book that is later on in my Magical Readathon. So let's see. So for this one, I'm going to go with Fighting for Life by Lila Rose. I also could have gone with one of my other birthday books, How Did I Get Here by Christine Kane, because I started that today as well for my devotional between now and 40 Days for Life. But I think that this is an appropriate time to go ahead and start this one. So yeah, that's going to be my first Bookopoly-thon pick. Now I need to screen record the digital version and see what I get for that. I got the prompt with like all the people titles, like girl, boy, king, queen, like all that kind of stuff. So I guess if it's like a person in the title, then I can read it. None of these have people in the title, so I'm gonna have to come down to books that I have not started yet. An option, Rival to the Queen. I mean, that might be stretching it, Anna. I think Rival to the Queen is really my only option, so... Ta-da! This will be my choice for my second/third Bookopoly-thon prompt. Good morning, guys. It is Monday, September 20th. I am just going to do my devotional reading as much as I can. I am helping my mom with some stuff today, so I may not actually get a whole lot of reading time today, but we'll see. And I don't know if you saw in either earlier clips or the last video. Well, first of all, I have this right here. I do not like the way it looks, but this is pretty much my stack of books right now. But these are my Bookopoly-thon and Magical Readathon prompts, as well as, of course, our priority book, The Brothers Karamazov. Basically, what I'm doing with that priority is reading 5 chapters a day, and that should get me, I think it should get me finished at the end of the month. I am not too pressed to get it done at the end of the month because I realized that I have another week before the Anna Karenina first introduction live show even happens. So I have a little extra time on that. It doesn't have to be finished in September, which is helpful. So I can kind of enjoy Bookopoly-thon, Magical Readathon a little bit more. But I still want that to be my priority. So basically what I do is I already did my Bible reading. I'm reading also, I don't think I updated you, I finished Esther. I'm reading through Nehemiah now, and I think we're about to get to the interesting parts. So that'll be fun. And then I also read the Proverbs of the day, so like whatever, because Proverbs has 31 chapters in it. I read one every day of the month and then just start over the next month. Of course, some months you don't get to all of them, like this month, but anyway, do my devotional reading. Why am I explaining this like you've never seen it before? I don't know, maybe you haven't. I like to have a regular Christian living kind of book for my first devotional, which this one I just started yesterday, and I swear I could have written it myself because I'm dealing with like the exact same thing that she's writing about in the introduction, so I'm very much looking forward to reading this. And then my year-long devotional, Fixing My Eyes on Jesus, my 365-day Devo. That, and then read from this essay book, Simple Abundance, a day book of comfort and joy. I'm only reading this in the month of September, but there is a good chance I could continue it in October because I'm really enjoying this month. This month, September, is all the readings are focused on work and rest and achievement and ambition, and it is very timely for me to read these. So I've very much appreciated this. After I complete all that, then I read the 5 chapters of the Brothers Karamazov. I'm still not to the next live show. I thought that when I finished part 3 yesterday, I was going to get to the first live show, the next live show, but I have one more book to go, which is like 8 chapters or so before the next live show. So I will keep working on that. I don't think I'm going to get there today, but we'll see. And after that, I will start on my new Bookoplathon and Magical Readathon books that I chose. And if you saw my Bookoplathon picks, you know I rolled a double. And the way that I am playing that is I choose one book from my paper board in my journal, that was the old board, and one from the digital version of the new board. Old board gave me Dark Cover, and I'll be reading Fighting for Life. The new board gave me the People prompt, and I'll be reading Rival to the Queen. And Magical Readathon Ashthorn Tree prompt is a book that's been tempting you. I have been wanting to get this book, read this book, buy this book for so long, literally so many years. It's definitely been tempting me. I got it for my birthday almost 2 months ago, and that is The Circle Maker, so I'm excited to read that as well. Then, if I get through all that reading, then I'll read my ebook, Creative Courage, and I also need to get 2 middle grade books from my local library. My library is closed today. They're closed on Mondays. So I will hopefully go get those books tomorrow because I don't have a whole lot of time to read 2 whole books. So I'll work on the ebook, and then also my poetry book. I keep forgetting that I need to read. And what is that one? Oh, 40 Days for Life. Yeah, I have that too. So I've got my poetry book, The Most Beautiful Disaster, both of which I need to start. So I'll probably read from the ebook. I would like to finish it. It's not my favorite at all. Sorry to say, I should have chosen like something that was on my Goodreads. I don't know what I was thinking. But I need to read that and then work on that poetry book. But that's my order of priorities. So, after I just rambled about all that for like almost 10 minutes, I'm going to do my devotions, the Brothers Karamazov, and then I am going to probably do my like first impressions reading vlog kind of thing for these 3 books because I'm starting all of them. I also will probably include, maybe I'll include How Did I Get Here in that because technically I only read the introduction and not the first chapter. But then I'll also include maybe the poetry book. We shall see. The point is I want to do a first impressions reading vlog today. So that's what we're doing. Okay, so I just finished book 10 of The Brothers Karamazov. Not my favorite book, but since I finished that, that means I can watch the next live show. Yes, I am under a blanket because it's comfy. But I'm going to go ahead and what I'm going to do is end this as the whole reading vlog. Then I'll watch that live show. And then I'm going to start my first impressions reading vlog, read a chapter of each of these, and probably some of the first poems in here. And then just kind of after that start a rotation of each of the books that I'm currently reading so I can work through as many of them as I can the rest of the night. So that is my plan. I'm gonna go watch that live show. And I will talk to you guys next time. Be sure to subscribe if you enjoyed this and want to see more. Give it a like and comment below what you're reading. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.